Hello everyone and welcome to Adventure Time Episode Review. This is a show where I review various Adventure Time episodes. Let's dig right into this. Today's episode review is over the episode titled Furniture and Meat. Now this episode was one of my recent favorites actually. It was really cool. I really liked it. It had this sweet little intro song to it. Money. And I really liked it, and they kept playing it throughout the episode whenever they would spend money in it. I liked the beginning part of this episode because BMO and Neptr were playing a game and they accidentally bumped into the treehouse, and then the treehouse cracked and exploded from all the weight of the gold and treasure that they have. The funny part is that after all the gold runs out, the ancient psychic tandem war elephant emerges from the gold and he's like, "Oh, it was really funny to me because it's so random. I really liked it." And then he asked Finn and Jake what his punishment should be for leaving the treasure room. It's just like, what? It was a really funny moment. I enjoyed it. Another reason I liked this episode was because they finally showed Finn and Jake spending their loot in their house, and that was one of the things that I always wondered when they were going to use. So when they were talking about spending all their loot, that's when I started to get curious to see what they would spend it on. Since they had so much, I thought they'd get some pretty sweet gear or something. Another interesting part of this episode was when they dove deep into Jake's psyche, when Jake figured out that he could give people money and they would do whatever he wanted them to do. And he started making people do some pretty weird stuff, like dance just because he wanted them to do it, or he made these people have as much money as they could eat. That's a little cruel, but they still tried to do it though. It was just really strange. However, Jake's rampant spending and making people do things for him for money ended when he tried to get Wildberry Princess to allow him to sit on her head, and she got major PO'd, and she took all their money and had them set for execution, all because of Jake. But going back to Wildberry Princess, what the heck was she doing in this meat room? I think it was like a meat cooler or something, so that kind of makes sense since she's a fruit. She would belong in a cool environment. However, I don't get the decompressing part. I don't understand what that really means. Yeah, she was just like laying in there. I don't even know. Just another one of Adventure Time's weird moments that don't make any sense. So in conclusion, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. It was really funny, had a lot of interesting points in it, and it answered one of the unanswered questions that I had for the show. And on that, I will end this episode of Adventure Time Episode Review. Peace out, guys.